Hey guys, it's Rob here talking about what I feel are the 5 most important pieces of triathlon equipment when first getting started. Of course, this is completely subjective. Feel free to comment in the section below with what you feel are the 5 most important pieces of triathlon kit. Now before we start, we're making a few assumptions here when it comes to training and your swimming, that you have a bathing suit and a pair of goggles. For cycling, you have some form of bike, and for running, you have some form of running shoes and clothing. So the first piece of equipment that I would recommend are clip-on Aero bars. I myself have previously purchased them for my road bike. I bought Profile Design T3 aluminum ski slope Aero bars. Now, aerodynamics is the most important thing aside from your aerobic and anaerobic fitness when it comes to your time in triathlon. Your body makes up roughly 80% of your resistance. You can read various books, articles online, or other YouTube channels which will also give you roughly about this same figure. Clip-on Aero bars are relatively inexpensive. They are helpful in a couple of ways. One, they help you reduce your drag by improving your aerodynamics. And two, for people that may have difficulties with body position and maintaining it for prolonged periods of time, giving them additional options, whether you have a bad back or, say, wrists, it allows you to get more comfortable for longer rides. The second piece of equipment that I'd recommend would be an Aero road helmet. An Aero road helmet is a road helmet with less ventilation slots. It allows you again to be more aerodynamic. I myself have a Giro, I believe, Attack road helmet. I think it's the edition about 2 or 3 years old at this point. I would not recommend a time trial helmet in that those tend to have longer tails at the back end of the helmet, and most beginner triathletes will move their head position or pick their head up or turn their head from side to side, and that would create a tremendous amount of drag. So an Aero road helmet is a helmet that can be worn on Saturday or Sunday social rides as well as during an event. Mine is also neon in color for helping with visibility if I am riding in the morning, so something else you might want to consider, the color of your helmet, depending upon what time of day you do go out for rides. The third piece of equipment I recommend is a watch with a heart rate monitor and GPS software on it. I currently have a Garmin Fenix 6. The reason I have a Garmin Fenix 6 at current time is because I'm increasing my distance to complete a full Ironman 140.6 triathlon, and I need to have a very long battery life. My watch additionally has the added feature of being able to store music, which is helpful for when I go on runs or I do running events where I do not need to additionally carry my cell phone on me when I want to go out on those runs. Now, there are various brands. I think the key components to the watch is having the heart rate monitor and the GPS function. The third factor would be the watch battery life. The heart rate monitor is not as accurate as a chest strap monitor, but when you're first starting out, having a watch is a very good starting point. The fourth piece of equipment that I'd recommend is actually a direct drivetrain smart trainer. What this is a trainer for your bicycle where you attach your back end of your bicycle directly to the trainer and you remove your back wheel. There are different brands. There's Ceres or Cyclops, Wahoo, Tax are the main 3 brands. There are other brands out there. They all work roughly the same and have roughly the same accuracy. What I like about them is that it allows you to work out at all types of conditions, whether it's raining or snowing or cold or hot. You can train indoors, as well as a safety factor. Again, you can train if you live in busy urban environments in a safe environment. It's also a very efficient way of training. It also keeps you fairly honest. There's no breaks for a prolonged period of time with lights or traffic or just general socializing. There's different software that you can use with your smart trainers. Mine, again, is a Cyclops hammer. The original one is about 2.5 years old, and I currently use Ruvi software, which Cyclops / Ceres developed. The reason I use that is because I will use my cell phone to run the software application. And after I get it started, I can then switch over and watch a movie or a TV show on my phone without having any dropouts with the software. But there are other brands for software to run your smart trainers, such as Trainer Road, Sufferfest, and Zwift. Those are the other main three software companies that can connect with your smart trainer. The fifth piece of equipment I'd recommend is a tri-kit. The reason why is when you're doing a triathlon, you cannot run in your bike shorts. The padding is too thick and would cause terrible chafing, as well as you can't swim with your bike shorts. It would absorb too much water. I personally prefer to use a one-piece full zip in the front tri-kit that's black on the bottom and white on the top to help maximize cooling. They do make tri-kits that are two-piece as well as tri-kits that are sleeveless, but the sleeved tri-kits are the most aerodynamic. Now, there are other pieces of equipment that you can purchase that will make you faster. You can quote-unquote buy speed. And that's a whole other host of topics when we start talking about carbon wheels and the triathlon bike itself. But these are the main components that I first would start out with. My next upgrade after these 5 would probably be something like clipless pedals and shoes, so therefore you're able to use the entire circumference of the crank arm when pedaling. But we can talk at future videos about what would be additional purchases, but these would be the first 5 that I recommend. Clip-on aero bars, an Aero road helmet, a watch with a heart rate monitor, a smart trainer, and a triathlon kit. I think the next 2 pieces would be clipless cleats and shoes, and probably a heart rate monitor that goes around your chest. But feel free to hit me up in the comments below. If you did like this video, please like the video and feel free to subscribe. I'll probably be running videos now on a weekly basis. Daily was too much to do in the context of working, and I have 3 young children as well. So I'll be putting out videos on a weekly basis on my journey to full Ironman distance. Hope to be able to complete it this year in November at Panama City, Florida. Take care. Bye now.